What's up, LM Universe? This your boy Anti. The other members of LMU couldn't be here, unfortunately, Pain or Madfinger, but we gonna carry on without them. You already know you new to the channel, need to subscribe, hit that notification bell. This is my review on the last weekend's Avengers beta. Let's go.
I want a house on the hills. I want a house full of bitches. Plus closet full of designer. Money stacked up to the ceiling. Moving forward, never coming back. On a mission where life's at. Souped up, strapped up, Marshawn Lynch. It's time to make a play. Play, play. It's time to make a play. Play, play. You ain't talking money, then silence.
Okay, before we get into this video, I want to let y'all know we are doing a giveaway at the end of this video, and the more support we get, we'll be doing more giveaways. We are planning on giving away a PS5 and a game of your choice. You know, soon PS5 drop, you will get it, but we're not here to talk about that. Okay, Avengers beta. I say they're listening. The devs are listening. They're trying to make sure this game the best it could be, and we should appreciate them for that. And this game should be taken as what it is. The first weekend of Avengers beta, I had a blast. First day I was kind of tired, so it was kind of like but the next day I woke up, got on, and had a blast. Didn't have too many problems. Enjoyed the game so much, you know what I'm saying? And then it comes down to after the beta weekend was over with. First beta was a closed beta of PS4. After it was over, it was like I had no urge to play anything else whatsoever. That's what this game did to me. Thank you a lot, Square Enix. Thank you a lot, Crystal Dynamics. But overall, it was a good game. Okay, we're going to get down to the second week of the beta. The second week of the beta, it was more of, it was good, but it was glitches everywhere. They did a patch and there was glitches everywhere. So, as you can see, this is some of my gameplay. Iron Man, I had him max level, almost max power. They shot my power level down the last day of the beta, and my level back to 1. My power level went to 14. He had on Kamala gear, and it was like, okay, it made me feel like not playing anymore because I was trying to get Iron Man max so I can go to Kamala, because I had dead Black Widow, got her almost max, not quite, but I wanted to switch to Iron Man. So yeah, so I had problems. I lost all my levels, I lost all my power, and it was like, okay, this glitch has really just deferred me from wanting to play, you know. But overall, I still had fun. Playing with friends was a really good time. I'll say this, I got back on this last beta weekend, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Every bit of playing. I learned a lot. I had to start back over Iron Man, but I had a plus with Iron Man. With Iron Man, my gear level was low, and my level was low, but I was able to complete his skill tree that they had available for us. So that was a plus with Iron Man. I'll say this too, people complain about the game being repetitive. You know, what game is it? I see people play 2K and Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty every day faithfully. Fortnite, among other games, and you do the same thing. You die, you hop back in. Apex Legends, all of this. You die, you hop back in. What game isn't repetitive? Every game has some type of repetitive aspect. At least they're adding new stuff. I hear people complain about the fact that you gotta buy cosmetics. Everything else is free. In the other game, you gotta buy DLC for, and that's $20 plus. You want a character, they $5 a pop. But with this game, you're getting the characters free. You're getting all the DLC free. They just ask for support by buying cosmetics, which doesn't affect gameplay at all. So you don't have to buy them. It won't change the way the game plays. It's basically to each his own thing. It's a preference thing. Plus, I hear a complaint about people saying their gear don't show when they equip it. Honestly, do you want your gear to show? Do you want an Iron Man that looks crazy, mismatched armor? Hulk's gear basically changes his bone structure. Do you want to have Hulk looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame? You gotta ask yourself those questions. You shouldn't try to make this game like every other game you've played. Take this game as what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want to have to sacrifice power so I can look good, or put on gear that's ugly just so I can be powerful. You know, everybody this way, everybody can have their preference of how they want to look, and it doesn't have to affect their gameplay. I like that way a lot better. And as far as the open world complaint, it's far. You have to run far enough in some of these maps. I got tired of open world games playing Black Desert, having to run across the map to go meet friends to go somewhere else. Imagine playing open world and you're online and the one person's on the other side of the world. Imagine how long it's gonna take them to get there. And plus, I look at the fact that the Avengers never was pretty much open world in the movies or anything. They was either on a Queen jet, which you never really saw them on. They just popped in another scene, comics and all. They just popped in the next scene to where they needed to be. So as far as open world, that's a preference of mine. I don't want to do all that traveling. I don't want to do all that traveling by foot. I'd rather be in my mission. After my mission, go on, build my gear, grind for the gear. I love the grind aspect. Okay, as far as the place, I would hope they fix the matchmaking. The matchmaking, I keep saying it wrong, but the matchmaking needs to be fixed because it's hard to matchmake. Unless you matchmake with friends, then it's easy. But it sends requests to everybody you're in the party with. So if you want to send requests to random people you're not in the party with, you would have to exit your party and then send them a request, then go back to your party. And yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. This is some footage from Cashmero Click off YouTube. He was amazing with the Iron Man combos, and this was all in the beta. So if you could do this in the beta, imagine what you could do in the full game. This made me actually want to play Iron Man and try to attempt some combos of my own. But this is just beta gameplay with one skill tree. So imagine in the full game with full skill trees, the combos you'll be able to pull off. It will be amazing. This is some of my gameplay. I was trying to do the combos, but I got to work on my dodging. I wasn't too good at dodging. But I hear a lot of the complaints people make. Some of them are valid. Some of them are invalid to me. I feel like it's all a learning curve. It's so much you can do in this game, and it's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of time to learn it. You got to be able to, I love the fact that you got to be able to fight and dodge, watch your surroundings all at the same time. You got to figure out strategy. People complain it's a button masher. It's a button masher if you make it. The game is whatever you make it out to be. And the fact that you can do all these combos in the beta alone, I don't see how people can consider this a button masher. It's nowhere near a button masher. The combos can be fluid. You can pull off so much with each character, not just Iron Man, with each character. We haven't really got to explore Captain America and Thor too much, but I can imagine what you can pull off. You got to figure out how you want to build each character. My Iron Man, the way I build my Iron Man, I pretty much focus on range. I would do build videos later on, but I'm giving y'all a kind of insight of how I want to build my Iron Man. I focus on range and melee, mostly range, because I did a lot of flying around and shooting. And I would combo, but it would lead into a range attack, so I wanted my range attacks to be most powerful. Black Widow, I build differently. I build Black Widow, I build her range and melee damage, and I hear people complain about Hulk. And another thing, I'm getting off subject that I'm talking about, but the boss fight that you seen there, they got boss fights, and that was only in the beta. Imagine boss fights you'll get in the full game. But I hear people complain about Hulk, and I couldn't have that same complaint. At first, my Hulk was dying fast, he was weak, and he would go down easily. But once I figured out, okay, I'm building Hulk wrong. My Hulk, he became stronger. He didn't die. I don't think, since I built him how I wanted to build him, he didn't die. I might have died one time. And that's when I was overwhelmed by I was glitching the game, came with a whole bunch of fire adaptoids, and they destroyed me. It was glitchy. But my Hulk doesn't die. He's strong, and he doesn't take much damage. When you take damage, it fills back up. I utilize my rage, and my health fills back up. So people complain. Hulk really is one of the fastest traversers in the game. If you utilize his jumping ability, he gets places farther and faster than anybody. I've tested this with Iron Man. I was online and the player was playing Hulk and I could not catch him. So I've tested this. You're getting a glimpse of how I build my Hulk. See, I'm at 695 defense and I'm at 516 on the melee. I wasn't worried about my heroic or range attacks. But in the same sense, the power go up to 300 in the full game. So imagine what your power will be. It's gonna be insane. But I say this to say it's all about what you make it. People have their complaints, and you got to figure out how to build people. You can't sit and complain. They complain Hulk should be destroying these creatures or everything. Think about it. The story is AIM is trying to stop people with powers. I'm pretty sure they will build people strong enough or get them gear strong enough to withstand a punch from Hulk. If they studied Hulk in the Avengers, I'm pretty sure they build these people strong enough to withstand attacks from these people and not just get single hit and destroyed. That would be pointless. I don't know how I punched that rocket there, but I did. I did one thing while I dodged or something and threw somebody into something and they froze. I don't know how I did that either. But I do have some complaints about it too. It's not just all peaches and cream. The second weekend of the beta kind of opened my eyes to some glitches. I feel like the camera is too close, but they are listening. They did a lot of adjustments to the settings and things you could do. They did a lot of adjustments to the camera and the angles and a lot of different stuff. They listening to people's complaints and they fix it. They care about this game apparently, or care to keep us happy, one or the other, or just care to get sales. But as for now, they are listening. They fix camera, but I feel like, especially with a character like Hulk, the camera angle, the camera needs to be pushed back. It's too close on you, you can't really see your surroundings. I guess they're trying to make it more of a third/first person where you see close, far, you can see the whole body, but you can't see everything, you know. And I don't know what they're going for there, but at least pull the camera back a little bit to where I can see, at least on the side of me or something, you know. I can't really see behind me. When somebody run up, I get stole on. That needs to be fixed. The combat's fine to me. You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out how to build and how to play with characters, combat's fine. So I don't have any complaints there like other people have complaints. I lunch people with Hulk. I learned how to stay in there and combo people with Black Widow. I didn't play too much Kamala. I was starting to play Kamala, but I didn't play too much Kamala. You know, I had to rebuild Iron Man from scratch since the second beta weekend messed up. So I didn't get a chance to play Kamala. I was planning to play her third weekend, max her out too, but I didn't get a chance to. But as far, I don't know. I feel like the camera angle is my biggest complaints. The way the camera is, having to move the camera around all the time to try to see, I feel like that's my biggest complaint. You know, it seems like they're planning on giving us plenty of characters, plenty of content, and I can't be more excited for the game. My rating for this game, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. When the full game come out, it might go to a 7.5 or an 8. When more DLC and stuff come out, it might go to 10 out of 10. It might go to 11. But as of now, I'll just give it a 7 out of 10. You know, I hear a lot of people complain about a lot of different stuff. Some of them, you could tell who's just hating off the game and wants the game to fail. A lot of people like, this game won't do well before they even played it. And I don't feel like that's valid. Just think, I don't play a game for graphics mostly. It looks good though. But that's like having a pretty girl and she's dumb. I don't want no pretty dumb girl. I play a game it's a game. I want to play it for the gameplay. That's what I want. Graphics is a bonus, but I want to play it for the gameplay. If I'm playing a game, I ain't playing no pretty game that's boring. I want a fun game. I want something I can enjoy playing. You know. So, but you hear people say this game's gonna flop, this game trash, all that. But I look at it as, I hear them say that, and it's like, okay, this game, Spider-Man was announced PS4, which I don't know if I wholeheartedly agree with him being PS4 exclusive, but I play PS4, so it doesn't bother me. But Spider-Man was announced, sales went up exponentially. I didn't use that word right, but we're not gonna talk about that. And then, after the first open beta weekend, sales went up again. They spiked. 188% on the standard edition, 138% on the deluxe edition, I believe. You know, so you can't really say it's gonna flop when it's already gold. So you can tell who hating and who got valid points. But I said we was doing giveaways. We want the love shown on our channel. We will show love back. As far as the 5 gum giveaway, the codes, all you gotta do is comment who you're gonna main in this game in the comments below, and follow our Twitter. I will put the link to our Twitter in the description, and send me a comment. Message us, DM us your YouTube name and say you done. YouTube name and done. And when you do that, we will definitely come look, make sure you did it. You gotta be subscribed to the channel too. That's a bonus. Subscribe to the channel. we would go look, make sure you did it. We would add your name to the 5-gun giveaway. The more names we get, the more codes we will give away. You can win multiple codes. It will be randomized. You can win multiple codes. And then as far as we're giving away a game of somebody's choice, there will be one winner. And then the PS5s, we said we get 1,000 subscribers, and we're gonna give away 2 PS5s or Xbox Series of whichever one you want, because some people will prefer the Xbox. Whichever one you want, we will give it away. We're trying to get it before the PS5 and Xbox are released, so we can give them away upon release date. So the more love we get, we will do giveaways. We do more than gaming. We will do reactions to music, to videos, different types of stuff. We will review stuff. Whatever y'all pretty much want to see, what type of content y'all want to see, what we've been doing it. Y'all will get to meet Payne and Madfinger in another video. You know, in our first reaction video, we'll be doing that pretty soon. So we just follow, tell your friends to follow. Let's get to that 1,000 subs so we can give away those PS5s, Xbox, or whichever one you want. Let's get it. Tell your friends to come follow us. But that was my review on Avengers. You know, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 as far as the beta goes. I played all 3 beta weekends. I will give it a 7 out of 10. Hopefully when it come out, all the little complaints are fixed or they work on it. But I can tell they're gonna work on the game as it goes. But yeah, 7 out of 10. This has been Anti LMU. Fam, we out. Let's go.